I'm really sorry I couldn't make it to your high school graduation. I tried to get some time off so I could go, but I just couldn't find a replacement. What kind of dad am I when I can't even make it to my own daughter's graduation?
Don't say that. I know you're busy. It is what it is. I understand. It's just a graduation and there are a lot of kids here whose parents couldn't make it, and we all understand. Don't you worry about a thing. I will take a lot of pictures and videos to show you at home. It'll be like you were there.
Yeah, I know, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I should be the one taking those photos and videos of you. I know you worked hard on your speech, and I wanted to hear it in person. I'm sorry I can't be there to support you.
I said I'm fine, Dad, really. I have a lot of friends here, so I'm not lonely at all. They'll take pictures, and their parents said they'll take as well, and they'll send it to me too.
I am very proud of you. Even though I could not provide for you as much as I wanted to, you have outshined everyone and made valedictorian. Even with all your limitations, you got accepted early into Stanford Medical. When we found out I couldn't pay for your college tuition, what did you do? You got a full ride. How can I not be proud of you? If only I could have been more wealthy and provided a better life where you can just focus on your studies. Just imagine what you could have done.
Dad, we're the sons and daughters of the American Revolution. Think of what our ancestors will say when they hear you regret like that. Of course I'll do well. I'm a daughter of the American Revolution. Also, I'm your daughter. Our genes are built to overcome resistance. Because of our history, we have freedom and are enjoying our God-given rights. I'm completely satisfied with what I have and what you've provided for our family. I'm proud of you, Dad.
Yes, you're right. Sorry for showing weakness. I just want what's best for you all the time. I'll get us an incredible meal tonight. What do you want to eat? I'll buy whatever you want. I'll put in all the stops. Just say the word.
It's really okay, Dad. We can just have TV dinner and watch our favorite shows. We need to spend more time as a family, as I won't be there for long.
Hey, don't say that now. Let's celebrate and eat something good. Tell me what you want.
All right. How about we order some pizza? I really want some Old Bob's pepperoni pizza. They have the best breadsticks and marinara, too.
It's settled then. I'll call on my way home so it comes right when we get home. Let's add in some chicken wings, too, yeah? Oh, congratulations, dear. You really make me proud. I love you.
I love you too, Dad. Get home safe. Hey, are you busy? I'm at the library studying right now. I have finals. What's up? Can I call you right now? Now? I really have to study, Kate. It's organic chemistry and it's really kicking my butt. I just wanted to hear your voice for a bit, please. Can I call you when I leave the library? Let me just finish up these notes. You know I need to keep my grades up. I wanted to hear it now. I feel like I'm floating and a bit dizzy now, and I really miss you. Did you drink? You can't even handle one beer. What's the occasion? Is everything all right? Did something happen? No, nothing happened. I just genuinely wanted to hear your voice. Let me call you in like 10 minutes. Let me get out of the library, okay? I've never said this to you, but I'm really proud of you. Even when Mom died and we were all struggling, you kept us together. And when Dad couldn't afford to send you to college, you worked your butt off and went to an Ivy League on a full ride. That's incredible. Not a lot of people can do that, you know? You're like a mom to me. I always looked up to you. I should have been more like you, instead of wasting my life away like this. I should have studied more, but I'm stupid. I don't have the brains like you do. I don't have the willpower or the motivation like you do. I just follow my heart, my stupid heart. Stop. Don't be self-deprecating. You must be really drunk to be saying things like this because I know you're not this type. I haven't seen you in a year. I miss you. I haven't said it enough, so I want to say that I love you. With all my heart, I love you. You're more than a sister to me, even like a mom and more. Thank you for being my sister. If I was born again, I'd like to be your younger sister again, or maybe your daughter. Me too. I love you, and if I'm born again, I would be your sister or our dad's daughter again. Yes, let's meet again in the next life. Hopefully I'm smarter and we're better off then. Kate? please answer the phone. Kate Smith, I need you to check your phone or text, please. Did you get the autopsy results? What did it say? They have to have found something, right?
No, they said there was nothing out of the ordinary, and they're ruling it out as suicide. They said there was no evidence of murder or any wrongdoing, so they're gonna close the case. I can't believe my sweet Kate would do this. She was so innocent and pure. How could she have done this? My sweet, sweet child.
This doesn't make any sense. Something is wrong. She's afraid of everything, and to be alone like that? That's so unlike her. Did you know she couldn't sleep? She's not so careless as to overdose on sleeping pills, Dad. That time she texted me, she said she felt like she was floating and felt dizzy. Something was not right then.
Times like this, I resent society. When you have no money, you are powerless and less important in the eyes of the law. They won't even look into it more. It's like they're afraid of something. This is ridiculous. Oh, my sweet Kate.
We'll ask them to do it again. They have to look at the case again. You and I both know this doesn't make any sense. She would never do this, and the circumstances are all wrong.
Yes, I know, honey, but the police said there is no evidence of anything out of the ordinary. What are we gonna do? They already closed the case. Jessica, you're not gonna leave me too, are you? You're gonna stay by my side forever, right?
Yes, Dad, of course I'll never leave you. I'll forever be your daughter. Don't worry, Dad, I'll take care of everything. I'll get to the bottom of this and succeed no matter what, for your sake and mine.
It's your first date today, yes? How does the suit fit? I tried my best to iron it, but I fear that I made it worse. Sorry I couldn't take more time on it.
I told you didn't have to do that, and it looks great, thanks, Dad. You still treat me like I'm 10 years old, but I'm all grown up. I can take care of myself quite well, thank you.
My little girl is taking her first steps into society. I wanted to do it. Why did you choose the hospital so far away from home? What's it called again? Hubbard? You have to wake up so early, don't even have time for breakfast with your old man. You have to drive so long, which is dangerous, and it's less prestigious. I think you should have taken one of those jobs at the university hospitals. They give you really good offers. Why did you turn them all down?
Yes, it's Hubbard Hospital, but I chose it because I wanted to work here. I already know the resident doctor here, and some of my friends from university are there too. Plus, I can only go up from here, right? If I started at the university hospitals, what do I have to look up to? You have to start low and work your way up. That way you have more experience and a stronger foundation than other doctors. I think it'll set me apart from all of them.
Yes, I guess you're right. Getting a job in this economy is hard in itself, but you got 4 offers. I am very proud of you, dear. I'm still worried about the drive, though. You text me or call me when you're on your way home. You hear?
Yes, sir, I hear. Don't worry, I'll make an impression at work and tell you about it when I get home.
Hello, Dr. Smith?
Hello, who's this?
I was the person downstairs in the doctor's office this morning. Ashley Donahue's son?
Ah, you made quite the scene today. I hope your mother's doing okay. How did you get my number?
I saw your business card in the office desk. I took one.
All right. How can I help you, sir?
I wanted to apologize on behalf of my mother this morning. She's a bit sensitive, in more ways than one.
I understand. You're at the doctor's. It's not exactly your best day.
Yes, thank you for your understanding. So, to show my gratitude, I would like to take you out for dinner sometime.
Excuse me, what? You're asking me to dinner?
Yes, to show you my gratitude and offer my sincere apologies in person.
Thank you, but I must decline. Your mother is still my patient, and having dinner with a family member would be extremely inappropriate and unprofessional.
Then I'll go in as your patient. Then you'll have to see me, right? It is, after all, your job and your obligation to treat people.
Yes, to treat people who are ill. I don't believe you are ill.
Don't you have to see me before making an accurate diagnosis?
Yes, actually I do, but...
I made an appointment at your office for 3 p.m. I'll see you then. Did you get the sandwiches okay?
please don't send these things anymore. I've told you a million times. I don't need them, and it's embarrassing.
You said you didn't have a lot of time to eat. I was worried about you, so I had to do something. Plus, my father owns the place. You don't have to be embarrassed about anything. I can buy sandwiches and hand them out, and no one will think anything of it. They'll just think I'm taking care of my employees.
I don't understand. You're the what?
You didn't know? My father is David Hubbard of Hubbard Hospital. I thought you knew. Well, that makes me like you more. There's a picture of him in the lobby. Take a look. Don't you think we look alike?
Yeah, I guess you guys do look alike. It didn't occur to me to make that connection.
I'm handsome, have a good personality, and from a wealthy family. Don't you think I'm a catch? I'm a very eligible bachelor.
Very eligible indeed.
What do you think? Aren't I extremely dateable? It's hard for me to fall head over heels for someone, but I think I've fallen for you.
Wow, you're very direct.
You put a lot of walls around yourself, but I think you're slowly peeking around the corners at me.
You don't know that. Walls or not, I never said anything related to that.
You're very easy to read. It's cute. I can tell that you like me. That's why you're still talking to me, putting up with my nonsense. I know you like me. I'm irresistible.
At least you know it's nonsense. Since the sandwiches are already here, I'll eat them. Can't let food go to waste.
Very cute. I'll wait out in the front after you're done. See you later.
You do whatever you want. I don't even know when I'll get off.
Hey, are you busy? Still talking to patients? I want to ask you something.
I'm almost done. I have one patient left. What's up?
You want to get married?
You're proposing to me like this?
Well, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I love you more than I thought I did. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. You'll accept my proposal if I do it again, right? What, you don't want to?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just very sudden and through chat. I'm very surprised at the lack of flair.
I'll take that as a yes. I promise. I'll propose better. Don't worry. Everything is not ready yet, but I'll make it up to you for asking you like this.
All right. Did you tell your parents about us?
I love you, so they will love you as well. I'll tell them soon and make arrangements for a meet. Things like this need to happen quickly. Let's speed it up and meet everyone and get things rolling. I want to get married as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll let my dad know as well.
I heard you were the one that Brian wants to get married to. Is this true?
Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
I want you to stop seeing him right now. I heard you were a Democrat and from a poor family. We are a wealthy Republican household, and my parents will roll over in their graves if they hear we're letting a Democrat into the family. Are you sure you're not just after his money? You know he has money, and I know you don't. I don't suppose you're naive enough to hope for a Cinderella scenario, are you? I also heard you were one of the daughters of the American Revolution. How does your lineage go all the way back to the beginning and still end up poor? It's because of your poor choices of becoming a Democrat, that's why. I know what core values you have and what made you into a Democrat, and I won't have my son be exposed to that. God forbid you have any children and raise them in your Democrat beliefs.
What does political affiliation have to do with anything? You're being quite rude and judgmental when you haven't even met me. Yes, I am a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I'm quite proud of it, no matter what happened. I think I'm quite successful where I am now. After all, I am your doctor, aren't I?
That is irrelevant. People need to stick to their own kind. Does your father know that you want to marry into a Republican family?
Yes, he does, and unlike you, he's fine with it as long as the person I'm about to marry is a good person. But I gather that's not important to you. Brian knows I'm a Democrat and also a member of the DAR, and he's never said anything about it. I think you're overreacting.
Now who's being rude? Using that tone and making sarcastic remarks is rude, and you're calling me names right now. Maybe it's the Democrat in you that's making you so outspoken to your elders and not showing any respect. You Democrats are always poor because you're lazy and always blaming us for every hardship that ever comes your way. It's not like we made you poor or made you have a difficult life. Republicans make good choices and are hard-working Americans. That's why we succeed in life, unlike your kind.
Once again, political affiliation has nothing to do with it. It's my personality that should matter, and you should have gotten to know me first. I work at your hospital. Maybe you should screen all your employees for their political beliefs. See where that gets you. I'm not sure if I want to marry into this kind of family myself now that you've shown me what Brian has grown up with. That's ultimately what you want, right? For me to break up with him? You might just get your wish.
Yes, that's what I want. There are plenty of other nice Republican girls that come from respectable, wealthy families. Way better than your poor one. You stick to your own kind. Stay away from my precious son. Even if he continues to pursue you, don't think it's because he really loves you. You're just a shiny new thing for him to play with. He'll get tired of you and eventually come to his senses.
We'll see about that. Your mother contacted me and said she didn't like me because I'm a Democrat and from a poor family. She also seems to have a problem with me being in the DAR. I hope this is not how you truly feel, Brian. She said I should break up with you because she can't have a Democrat marry into her family. Something about her parents rolling in their graves. Are you serious? In this day and age? Is this your way of breaking it off with women you're tired of? Having your mom do it for you?
Hey, come on now, don't say random things you might regret later on. I know my mom can be a little crass, but she just says those things with no ill will. But eventually she will come around. Yes, it doesn't make sense and it's difficult to hear, but bear with me. She may have those beliefs, but I don't. You've known me all this time and you didn't notice anything like that, right? Don't give up on us. You love me too much.
I can't say that you didn't have any tendencies. There were some instances where I was taken aback by your comments from time to time. However, I don't have the patience or the type of personality to put up with this type of discrimination. She was extremely rude and said some things not worth repeating. She told me to stick to my kind, so maybe I will. You stick to yours and leave me alone.
I will make this marriage happen. I'll talk to her and I will get her blessing. Trust me, I'm capable of getting anything I want.
You will do anything to get what you want.
Of course, anything for our happiness. Please, I can't live without you. You can't leave me. I'm too handsome.
What do you plan to do?
I have something in mind.
How can you leave Brian like that and sleep well? I thought you loved him. Don't you care for him at all? Or was I right about you chasing him for his money?
What nonsense are you talking about now?
He's starving himself until I give him my blessing for marrying you. Did you put him up to this? He's getting weaker and weaker by the minute. I'm afraid something will happen to him.
That's not my responsibility, is it? He decided to do that. He's a grown man. He knows what he's doing.
How can you say that? Are all you Democrats so cruel and individualistic? Or is it because you're poor and had to survive on scraps that you're so unforgiving? I still don't like you, but if I give you my blessing, will you come and get him to eat something?
You don't have to like me. But yes, I will go to Brian. I baked some cookies you can take to work. I left them in your kitchen island. Take it with when you go to work today.
No, I'm okay. I feel uncomfortable eating what you made.
What do you mean uncomfortable?
Who knows what you did to those cookies? You make them from time to time. What if you're trying to slowly poison me? Plus, I only eat top-quality organic food. Also, I can't have any gluten, so no thanks.
I don't have the guts to do anything to the cookies. Plus, if I need to poison all those cookies, I need a lot of it, and I think I'll get caught buying that much, don't you think? I'm not stupid enough to do it that way.
Do it that way? Does that mean you really want to poison me? The audacity! That's the problem with you Democrats always trying to get us Republicans. Take the cookies back. I don't want them in my house.
All right, I'll take them back. More cookies for me. Then you shouldn't eat anything I make from now on. Like you said, who knows what I could have done, right? You shouldn't even come to our house. Why do you come so often? Aren't you scared I might do something to you there? It's my home turf, isn't it?
Always talking back and being a smartass. You always have something to say, don't you? You Democrats with all your jokes and sarcasm. How can I take you seriously? My lord, I don't like you. It's my son's house and I can visit whenever I choose to. How do I know you're not doing something evil to my son? I have to protect my own.
Like I've said a million times, you don't have to like me. Just try to keep your visits to a minimum. Oh, and on my way out, I saw you had a dent in your car. What happened? Did you get in a car accident?
What dent?
It looks like someone crashed into you. Didn't you notice? It looks quite big. You can't just let these things go. We have to be more vigilant and catch these criminals and give them the punishment they deserve. Don't you think so?
Nothing happened. It was always there. It's none of your business. Let it go.
No, it was not always there. Your car was fine the other day when you were at the hospital. Somebody definitely crashed into you. Maybe a hit and run? So this morning, I took the liberty and got your car keys and took the chip out of your dash cam. I'll catch whoever did that to your car for you.
You took my what? Don't touch my things without my permission. Put it back right this instant.
Vigilance! I have to go. My first patient is here. I'll catch the criminal and make them pay. You'll thank me later. Are you busy?
No, I'm not.
Of course you're not. You've been waiting for me, haven't you? Your dash cam is quite interesting. I took it to help you catch a criminal, but it turns out you were the criminal after all. So this is you, and who is that person next to you?
You can stop now. You took that without my permission. You invaded my private property.
I've played it 100 times over, but I don't think that's Dr. Hubbard's voice. Whoever it is, you must have some kind of sweet relationship with this man. I have never heard your voice sound that sweet. I wouldn't have recognized it if I didn't know it was you.
What is the meaning of this? What are you trying to do? What the hell do you want?
I'm not finished, Ashley. I also found out that your husband, Dr. Hubbard, is not what he seems to be as well. A very dirty and very long trail of dirty money indeed. Boy, does he portray himself as the model citizen. A real modern-day hero saving thousands of lives. But people around him don't show a lot of resistance when probed to give me incriminating information. And wow, there is a lot of tea to spill. I wonder why they're so willing to spill.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. You should stop here if you know what's good for you.
I hope you're not threatening me, Ashley. It'll only get worse for you. I've already talked to Dr. Hubbard about his embezzlement of hospital funds, and I trust you know of it as well. In return for not going to the FBI about the millions he embezzled from the hospital, he has agreed to give me $10 million.
$10 million? Are you crazy? You greedy, filthy, dirt-poor Democrat! How dare you?
Don't you think I deserve it? With all the suffering and discrimination I had to endure ever since I met this family? The constant jabs at me for being a Democrat and from a poor background with no concern for who we are with and where we're at? The suffering and trauma you gave my family for being poor? I think 10 million is too little. Should I ask for more? But don't worry, this money is not for me. It's for your grandson.
Grandson? I don't have a grandson. You have no children between the two of you.
Yes, not between Brian and I. This is your grandson between Brian and my younger sister, Kate. She had him before she was murdered. You know Kate Smith, don't you?
Out of all the crazy nonsense I heard come out of your mouth, this one tops it all. I have no idea who this Kate Smith is, and the baby looks nothing like Brian. What cheap trick did you use to make that picture? This is clearly blackmail. I'm gonna sue you for fraud. How dare you threaten me? How dare you threaten this family?
Blackmail? Fraud? Those words suit you so well. You must have experience in them. This is not a threat. It's a promise, Ashley. I have all the evidence I need. I have facts that you need to face. Can you still say this baby is not your flesh and blood? Now it's your turn to choose, just as your husband did. We end the conversation now, and I show everything you did at the hospital board meeting tomorrow and take it to the police. Or you give me $10 million to make everything go away.
Having an illegitimate grandson is hardly news for a hospital board meeting, let alone the police. You have nothing on me that will stick.
I have proof of everything, and also of your adultery. It's quite scandalous to have the wife of the hospital's CEO have an affair with the chief surgeon. How can I not know that voice when I hear it every day at work? Your adultery, combined with a hit and run, knowledge of your husband's embezzlement, and murder of Kate Smith. I think that's a lot of jail time, don't you think? $10 million is a fair price for my silence. Don't think it's a waste of money. All of it is going to your grandson.
I have no idea who this Kate Smith is, and I have no knowledge of anything whatsoever. Plus, how do I know that you'll do as you say? I don't trust you.
I'll take everything to the police right now then.
All right. I'll do as you say as long as you erase the video and everything else.
Say it. Say that you promise on here, and send me a video of you saying that you'll keep your promise. After I get that, I will erase everything. I'll take a screenshot of this conversation as well. Do you agree? Say it.
Yes, I agree. I promise to give you $10 million to have everything erased. My hit and run video of my adultery and my knowledge of everything else.
So you acknowledge that you knew about the murder of Kate Smith?
Yes, I knew Brian was having a difficult time because of her.
So what did you do?
I helped him. He is my son. I'd do anything for him.
So how did you help him?
I said that I knew of her. Isn't that enough?
Yes, I suppose it is for now. I'll forget what you and your husband have done as long as you do as you promise and give me $10 million. Once I see the money, I'll show you that I've erased everything.
Where are you?
You saw the pictures on the desk, huh?
What the hell is this? How do you know all of this? Who are you?
Can't you tell from the pictures? Kate Smith is my sister. The woman you murdered? Can't you see the resemblance? That's your kid. She had him before you killed her.
You knew all of this time and you still dated and married me?
Yes. The reason I came to this hospital, the reason I didn't stop you from pursuing me, the reason I married you, the reason we have no children, all of it was planned from the start.
I told Kate to get an abortion when she told me about the baby. She is the one who didn't get one. I had no other choice. She didn't want to listen to me.
Is that why you killed her? You injected her with a lethal dose of pentazocine. You knew what sleeping medication she was on, and an overdose would be fatal. You killed the mother of your child. What kind of human being does that?
You don't know anything. I didn't show you, but I lived with her death every day. I didn't know the kid was alive. When I heard that she died, I couldn't even go to the funeral. How was I supposed to know that she had the baby? I lived with this guilt to this day. I just wanted to give her a scare. I didn't mean to kill her.
Lies. It's too late for excuses and regret. More than a few people know what you did. I know that you asked several different nurses to steal pentazocine and give them money to do it.
How did you know about that?
You got those nurses fired because you were afraid they'd tell someone. I'll offer you a choice like I offered your parents, Brian. Choose wisely. First choice, you can end this conversation now, and everything that you've done will be known to the world. Second choice, sign everything you have over to me. All your assets, stocks, and real estate, everything. Don't worry, it's not for me. It's for your son's future.
No, if this gets out, I'll go to jail. You don't want that for me. I'm your husband. A guy like me can't survive in prison. They'll kill me in there.
Then give me everything. Then all this will go away forever.
Okay, I'll sign everything, but I need you to promise me and reassure me that you'll keep quiet about this if I do.
Of course. Your secret is safe with me. How does it feel when life is not yours to live? Things are not going your way, is it? Is it embarrassing to your fellow Republicans that you're not as well off as your friends? With everything out in the open, all your connections you were so proud of are all abandoning you. Losing everything is not fun, is it?
You promised. You lied. How could you go to the police? We gave you everything. I signed over everything to you. My parents gave you $10 million each.
How dare you? You're a lying devil. You're the same as that wench, Kate, coming after our money and good name. Having a baby out of wedlock was bad enough. I could never have her tie down my Brian. I had to rescue him from her wicked claws. I curse the day our family ever crossed paths with yours. You took all that money and promised you'd keep quiet. How dare you go back on your word? I should have known better than to trust a poor Democrat. Give it all back.
Be glad that's the only thing I did. In a perfect world, I would have killed all of you in the same way my innocent sister died. Seeing you all rot in prison is the second best option. Be glad I still have a grasp on reality.
I'm glad the truth is out, but it's still an overwhelming amount of truth. I'm still shaken up about the truth of how my youngest daughter died. But I have something to ask you. Have you ever thought about how painful it was for my daughter? Do you even regret your actions? How can human beings do these things? Do you have no shame? You speak of being Republican and Democrats as if they're a big dividing factor in your lives, but that is all an excuse for you. Your core values influence your political views, and being Republican was the closest thing that you could latch onto, to pretend to live normal lives when truly you are all devils in disguise. If you are God-fearing people, you would repent for your sins and atone for them in prison. Oh, please don't do this. Come down to the station and talk to them. Tell them it's all a mistake. Oh, come on, get us out of here. I have grieved. I did regret and atone for my actions. I am the victim here. I didn't know anything.
If you have sinned, you must pay for your actions. Your son will live a happy and full life with no limits on what he can do. He will have no knowledge of you and your family. Take solace in that. I'm done with you now. I'm done with your family. Spend the rest of your lives in jail. My revenge stops here. The justice system will do the rest. Dr. Hubbard of Hubbard Hospital was charged with embezzlement, aiding and abetting with murder, and was sentenced to 15 years. Ashley Donahue was charged with a hit and run, aiding and abetting with murder, and sentenced to 14 years. Brian Hubbard was charged with first-degree murder and charged with 25 years with no parole. All of them tried to appeal to the higher court, but none of their cases were accepted. The sentences stood. When the cases were closed, I went to see my sister. I let her know that everything was taken care of and she didn't have to worry anymore. She can rest in peace now. I have since then left Hubbard Hospital as it closed down, and now I'm at a different university hospital. My nephew is growing up so fast, happy and blissfully unaware of his past. Our family is slowly recuperating and trying to be happy once again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.